Hi guys, my name is Nino Leitner and this is Cinema 5D, and today I'm gonna take a look at the new Insta360 ONE R Action/360 camera. Let's start by looking inside this little box and see, okay, here's a little card, but what's this? Here we have a little, kind of very small action camera. Looks like a smaller GoPro. Let's take a look at a normal GoPro Hero 8 here. You can see that the lens seems kind of bigger on this one. The monitor is smaller though. Everybody's kind of going into action cams now. We saw DJI's Osmo Action last year. Now we also have Insta360 here. But what's special about this camera is that it's modular. So you can actually take this apart, as you can see, and I have two little cubes here. And that is, I think, really, really cool because as you can see, this is kind of the monitoring cube with a little SD card inside. And what I can do now, take this module out and put them together. And what I have now is a little 360 camera with a monitor. And in order to switch all of this on, I need to use this battery module. So it's kind of a little Lego here. You just put them together. Whoops. So the battery is now attached. Very neat. And now I should be able to switch it on. Let's see, lights coming up. Mind you, this is still a pre-release camera, and yeah, and then you can move around your 360 image with a little screen. It's amazing. Now let's go back to the action cam build-up and actually try the same thing again. So I'm taking the battery off. There's a little lever here. So let's just take this little action cam module and put it back on here. And what's really cool, what you can see here, is that you can actually turn the camera around, which means you can use this with a front-facing screen. So you will end up getting a selfie camera, a selfie action camera if you want to. So let's actually start with that. Back on with the battery, switching it on, booting up again. So you guys should actually be able to kind of see yourself now. That is pretty amazing. And of course, just to show everything, I can also turn this around. I like how easy this is. I mean, there's no tools required. You can just do this within seconds. So here we go, normal action camera built. So this is actually a brilliant concept, and I'm surprised that nobody else has done it before. Because the problem is, if you buy a normal action camera, you will have to buy a separate 360 camera if you want any kind of 360 video. So you have to buy something like a GoPro Hero 8 plus a GoPro Fusion or the new Max, which is, you know, their 360 camera. So for a lot of people, of course, because this is a recreational camera, they go for one or the other. Both of them have up and downsides. Obviously, with a 360 camera, you can pick your shot in post. So even if you're finishing as a 16:9 video, you will be able to move around your 360 image and decide what you want to go for in the end. Insta360 has really perfected that with their previous camera, the ONE X. With their app, you can simply keyframe around your image and pick your 16:9 or 9:16 kind of crop, and then move around the image and finish and export your movie. The problem with that is, and the problem with all those 360 cameras with two lenses is, that you always end up with a maximum of a 1080p image. You will not ever get a 4K image from those 360 cameras, simply because the total resolution of these cameras is usually around 5 or 6K. That means if you pick out a little 16:9 window, it can't be more than 1080p. But with the new Insta360 ONE R, you actually have the choice, and it's also small enough to bring both of them on any kind of trip because they are so small. So what you can do is actually shoot in 4K with the 4K wide angle mod, and that's how Insta360 calls it. I will just call it the action cam mod, and have my normal kind of GoPro style image. It also has all kinds of things like log, it has a wide angle view, it has a narrower view, it has all those things you know from these action cams. It also has a really, really good stabilization system called FlowState. And Insta360 have already perfected that with their previous 360 cameras. It also works on the Action Cam mod and also on their 360 mod, so there's no difference there. The cool thing is that there's also going to be a third module that is an extra purchase, which is a 1-inch module that Insta360 co-engineered with Leica. That's going to be really, really interesting because I think the total resolution of that module is going to be 5.3K. So it's going to be an Action Cam module like this one, but with a 1-inch sensor. And a 1-inch sensor is kind of big for a small camera like this one. If you compare, if you remember the Sony RX0, that one has a 1-inch sensor, and that was kind of a sensation at the time when it was released. Now we will get this with a modular camera from Insta360 with a Leica lens probably, or Leica technology inside it. So what we can expect from this is really, really good performance in low light because of the very large sensor, and also high resolution at 5.3K. So I'm looking forward to testing that one as well. By now you might ask yourself, why are these guys not showing any footage from this amazing camera? Well, the reason is simple. Insta360 reached out to all reviewers yesterday asking us to hold off releasing any footage from the camera on the release date, which is today. That is unfortunate because I have shot a lot of stuff with both of these modules over the last 2 days, and I could have released a lot of footage and I actually liked it a lot. But I have seen that there have been some issues with the camera, of course, because this is a pre-release camera with a pre-release firmware. It's not very stable. There are some image artifacts that the Insta360 engineering team is trying to get rid of, which is very fair. I just wish they would have asked us earlier to, you know, not invest that much time in it. But anyway, next week they will allow us to release some footage. And I will show you another video next week where you can actually see the 360 videos that I've shot with the Insta360 ONE R and also the Action Cam stuff. I also compared all the different modes in a first hands-on video, and I'm looking forward to showing you that. So I have to leave you with that, unfortunately, but please check back next week again to see footage from the ONE R. I can tell you it's worth it. Thanks for watching. This is Cinema 5D. My name is Nino Leitner, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do. We want you subscribed. Thanks for watching.